So the major challenges of small businesses are these. I've explained them, in detail in these slides. I'm not going much into them, but just to point out that one of the key things small businesses have is they don't have the market information. Look at somebody who is in Waise and the opportunities are in Entebbe. They may never know that they exist. So that's a big problem. Finding customers can be a problem. We've been looking at startups, even encouraging startups within our students, and you find people don't have ideas. They keep on talking about takeaway school, secondary school. The ideas are not there, but this is due to lack of exposure. So being entrepreneurial and you are not exposed, it means you must think in the same way you've been thinking. So customers, the essence of business is creating customers. And if you can't find them, then you can't have a business. Regulatory, this will be regulatory. As I said, today government is over-regulating business in the country. It's actually prescribing failure businesses. Taxes is inevitable. Say there are two things which are inevitable in life: death and taxes. The third one is studying business. We all need money. So to be able to need money, you must start a business. We must manage people, we must start a business. So that's a third inevitable thing in life. If you don't do it, then you don't actually live well. But taxes, there's need to continue to educate people about taxes. Taxes must be paid. So we should not complain about taxes, though we should complain about what the money is used for, in terms of corruption. New employees are a problem for small businesses due to research. The other aspect is lack of entrepreneurship. And here, there's a big problem. You hear people complaining businesses fail. Failure is good for business. Business failure is good. There is never a gap in the supply, the consumer, or the business has failed. The people who fail are high-cost producers, but they are replaced by somebody else. So don't worry about that. And in the business life cycles, Ugandans, when you go to Dubai, every Ugandan wants to go to Dubai. When you start up a small shop, everybody wants to start a small shop. Definitely, some people will not be able to do it well and they're going to collapse. When they collapse, somebody else takes over that. The entrepreneur does not fail. The business fails. And the business fails because you cannot make money out of it. So don't worry about, I hear in many discussions, why don't they make it the third year? Why don't they just bad business? So they should close. Lack of finance. Again, this is about ingenuity. I'm sure maybe possibly 90% of the people in this room pay MTN money in advance with your service. Don't you? Isn't that ingenuity on part of the biggest company in this country? You give them money ahead. So they use customer advance, customer money to run their businesses. Can you do that? So financing, there's also social capital. There are various ways in which you can raise money. I always narrate this story. I had lunch with one of our big businessmen in this country, and he called a fellow businessman. He said, I want $1 million. And he put back the phone, and they talked. So I said, you mean they're going to send you money? He said, yes. He said, I'm going to sit here until when the money comes. And the money came. Now, when you want $1,000, what do you do? This man wanted $1 million. It was brought, and I saw it. I had to see this money. That's social capital. So we need to educate small business people about financing. What are the different sources of financing? It should not really be a worry. I worry when we as government go and give money to everybody who we've not trained, who are not part of that 30% of the people who are starting businesses. It's a problem. But government is government, politics is politics. At times you can't. There's nothing to do. Then, in ability to adopt modern technologies, it's a big problem for small enterprises. Today, as we digitize, there is a challenge in the economy. Businesses are going online, fine, but for who? Who is that market? Which is online? How many people have got smartphones? We've been able to do more financial inclusion through the mobile money, but we've not been able to bring people to digitize operations. So as the world goes digital, as the world goes online in terms of business, we can't get there yet. So 80% of your population is in rural areas. They don't have access to electricity. So definitely, small businesses may not be able to adapt modern technologies. Culture is another problem that is a challenge for small businesses.